Ruggy here, coming to another video review. And yeah, unfortunately, due to how I have my mic plugged in, there was a very irritating drone or crackle throughout the entirety of the other video on Thundercracker. That's because I had it plugged into a sort of just general USB power port instead of my computer, because currently my filming area and my computer are in two separate rooms. So until I can sort something out, I'm going to have to stick with the microphone that is attached to my camera. Which isn't terrible, but it's not great. But, with that said, as you can see, today I'll be taking a look at Power of the Primes, Prime Master, Liege Maximo with Skullgrin. So to start things off, we have Liege Maximo himself, next to a soda can. He is excessively tiny, as most of the Prime Masters, Titan Masters, whatever the hell you want to call them at this point, just like almost all of them are. His colors are fairly simple, as I bump the camera. A sort of dull gray, a much darker purple than it is coming across in the viewfinder, and this light green. Sadly, no paint or anything on the face. It does seem to be fairly well sculpted, though. Above and below. Binoculars mode. Anyway, he is okay posable for a figure of this size. His head's on a ball joint, so side to side, can go all the way around, but not a whole lot. The arms can go all the way up. They can go out just a little bit, but there's no elbow. Legs can go forward that far into a seating position, and his knees can bend all the way. And that's it. Not a whole lot to him. Of course, he does come with his pretender shell, Skullgrin, which is very pointy, and it has virtually the same colors as he does, of a medium purple, medium gray, a little bit of a light green, but mostly white now, instead of any other color. Oh, and the very, very tiniest Decepticon symbol. And so to get him in there, it's fairly simple. Just crack it open. You just drop him in. There are these tabs on his leg, or this tab on his leg that'll go in there. Just do that. Push that up. And there you go. You have him in his pretender shell. As for his posability in this mode, that's all of it. It's a brick. Just like the original pretender shells. Well, I think this has the one extra point of articulation where those had none. Of course, he does come with his own weapon. This. It's like some mutant claw thingy. He's got this little 3mm post on there, which can go into the little port in his hand. Just drop it in. And now he can rake leaves, I guess? I don't really know what kind of weapon this is supposed to be besides freaky. Of course, you can store it on his back. There's these two nubs that go in there. I just push that all together. And there you go. And of course, he does have one other mode, his weapon mode. Come on. Just take the Prime Master out, close that up, bring out the blade, or whatever it is, fold down the post, take Liege himself, put his legs up, break his knees, and then these two posts here are going to go onto the two ports here. I'm going on these two posts right there. Just line all that up. And there you have him in his weapon mode. I guess. It's nothing special, but honestly, the fact that it does have so many more colors than Megatronus' weapon mode actually works against it, I think. Because it sort of stands out which parts are which. Whereas for Megatronus, it all sort of blends in. But for this guy, it's a guy lying down with a comb over his head and a brick up his ass. Yay. That's pretty much it. And these Prime Masters don't really have a whole lot to them. Of course, with the 5mm post, it can be wielded by pretty much any figure released within the past, like, 10 years or so. Or maybe 6 years. I don't know. One thing I don't like is that this is very tight. This post goes into this little ridge there to lock it in place, and that is a very, very tight fit. That's just about it, though. Oh, you probably want to know how big the Pretender shell is, though. There you go. Yeah, relatively informal review, but I'm just trying to do what I can with my schedule at work. But with all that said, until next time, bye-bye.